led to the success of the Revolutionary War was the Battle of Yorktown. During this battle, George Washington and Lieutenant General de Rochambeau commanded an army of 17,000 American and French troops. They were up against a 9,000-man army of British troops led by Charles Cornwallis. At this time, both armies were evenly matched and had a similar system of guns. This resulted for them to have the colonists and French, to have a superior number advantage. So as one took out one from each side, the colonists ended up with extras. This allowed them to beat Cornwallis and have him surrender on October 17th, 1981. At the end of this, the French and Americans still had a great alliance, which allowed them to succeed in the rest of the revolution.
In 1776, the colonial militiamen joined the Continental Army and successfully sieged Boston. Then the British realized that Boston was indefensible, and this led to the winning of the revolution. They realized that since Boston was undefeatable, they realized that other colonies were undefeatable too. And the colonists realized that they could defeat the British with the right ammunition.
The Battle of Trenton. General George Washington's army crossed icy Delaware on Christmas Day, and over the course of the next 10 days, they won 2 crucial battles to the American Revolution. The battles were crucial because they defeated the formidable garrison of Hessian Menarches before withdrawing, and a week later they returned to Trenton to lure British forces south. These were both important because the victories restarted Americans' control of much of New Jersey and greatly improved the morale and unity of the colonies and militias. This is really.
And next we have General George Washington, who was elected into the House of Burgesses in 1774. He was also commander of the Continental Army in the American Revolution, which helped us lead to our freedom. People trusted him, and that therefore led to him being the first U.S. president.
Horatio Gates came to America when he heard the colonists were having trouble. He was upgraded to general and fought in the French and Indian War. Fighting the French and Indian War taught him many tactics that he could use for later in war. Then, in 1776, he was upgraded to major general and took control of New York's troops. Then, also in 1776, he turned back Major General Guy Carlson's invasion of New York. The victory gave them time to prepare for the next British invasion, which actually came later the next year, twice. He turned back both times, forcing Bourgoin to give up his troops, forcing the French to create allies with the Americans against the British. This really helped because then we got an ally to help us with troops to fight against the British to get our independence. And also, in 1778, Gates took control of the troops in New York and Massachusetts and marched them up to South Carolina, which led to the Battle of Camden, which was one of the biggest defeats of the Revolution on the Americans' part, which helped them learn what not to do in the military.
One main person who helped lead to the success of the Revolutionary War was Lafayette. When he found out that the colonists were outnumbered to the British in the Battle of Yorktown, he came over with a lot of his French troops to help claim victory against the British. At the end of the Battle of Yorktown, him and George Washington came in victory and had Cornwallis surrender. This was so important because the Battle of Yorktown was one of the main and last huge battles of the Revolution. Today, Lafayette is known as the hero of two worlds because he helped the French and America. No, we're not doing Alright, you ready?
No, can I start off like this?
Sure. Alright, you ready?
Are you filming now?
I think it's over. Who helped lead to the success of the war was...
Honestly?
In March of 1776, the colonial militia...
During the Revolution.
There's not too many facts. That's like
This isn't that many facts.
I'm getting to the main part.
Oh, next person on the Discovery Channel.
Okay, I got this. One main person who led to